For those of you keeping score at home, we already did do One Man Army. All right, so once.
No, we did cop movie.
Oh, we did cop movie.
Yeah.
For those of you keeping score at home, we did cop movies.
Yes.
There are many topics and concepts we are all familiar with, but aren't exactly sure how they work. Each week, Alan Fitzgerald and I choose a topic and try our best to explain it. This is Explaining Things.
Welcome back to another episode of Explaining Things. As always, I'm your host, Jonathan Tilson, with my co-host, Alan Fitzgerald. How would you write and sell the perfect script in the 1980s?
This is kind of my expertise here. Ronald Reagan was president.
And Steven Seagal was...
On top of the world. He was just starting in the 80s. He's more of a 90s guy.
Not everything was perfect.
Yeah.
We're talking about a world that was dominated by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone,
Yes.
tasteless comedies.
Michael Dudikoff to a far lesser extent.
Jokes for no one. There's a 58-year-old man in sweatpants at home. It's like, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Dudikoff never got his break, man. Well, that's the mode, right? 80s action. Get a guy with big...
We're going action? I mean, like, I could give you a very quick comedy script.
What if a man dressed like a lady? This'll never offend anyone.
Comedies always, almost without exception, had breasts in them.
Yes.
That's a big difference between then and now.
All right, so we're going to write a movie about pervs in college.
And half the jokes are actual now Me Too moments.
Hey, guys, she said no, and I did it anyways. Boo, dee, boo, boo.
We're going to crawl into the vents and watch them change.
Hey, guys, this one's passed out. High five, door closed.
Oh, you boys.
Oh, you boys. I think we got to go action.
All right, let's go action.
All right, so you got a big muscle-bound guy. He doesn't need to be able to act. That's a bonus.
That's the bonus, and that's the beauty of it. You know, today, like, we try to be inclusive, but we don't keep people who can't act. We judge people by the content of their muscles.
And the scripts were written on cocaine. So that's the first step. We got to get ourselves some blow.
We got to get an 8-ball.
An 8-ball.
Okay, for the first night of writing.
These scripts were written in 48 to 72 hours max.
This is not like, a Paul Thomas Anderson film.
All right, we got a fire truck, and we drive it through a Curbs Fitness Center. That would actually be a fun movie.
It would never be released.
Never.
You'd find it on the dark web and just be like, this is amazing.
Unbelievable.
Where were we led astray? Thanks, Lena. I'm watching nutless rock films
Yeah, exactly.
where no one dies.
No one ever dies.
There's no blood.
No blood.
There's no sex.
He doesn't even swear. He's like, Jiminy Crickets, this Jungle Cruise won't end.
There's no fucking anymore. There's no more fucking.
You should see tits for no reason.
Tits for no reason.
No reason other than their tits.
I mean, we're talking about like a dirt bike scene that goes through the women's locker room.
Yes.
Bam.
They used to always have a fight scene that somehow like the two guys rolled into a titty bar. Like they just rolled down a hill straight into a strip club.
Straight through a titty
And
bar. The
all
girls
naked
start
women
yelling.
and running around.
That's right.
It was just
flopping.
good cinema.
Now, keep in mind, just so you don't think we're sexist, misogynistic pigs, I understand why we changed.
Yeah, me too. Blah, blah, blah.
All I know is when we had movies and tits for no reason, we had a balanced budget. Okay?
That's true. We weren't overspending.
Climate change was not as much of an issue.
Homeless people weren't put in loony bins. They were allowed to suffer in the streets freely.
Roaming. One Man Army is a fucking blast.
That's really fun.
Hey, has The Rock done that since like Walking Tall?
No.
No. We need One Man Army. It's unrealistic. But you know what else is unrealistic? A fucking action movie where your alpha male doesn't swear and doesn't have sex. Have you ever known an alpha male not to be fucking constantly?
You ever known an alpha male to respect women?
Honestly, if I want to take the other side, awareness is important. Okay? Steer clear of the alpha male. He grabs for no reason.
He thinks just because he saved the world with a rocket launcher, he thinks he can grab titties whenever he wants.
Which, honestly, it's a pretty good reason.
If he did save the world, I mean, he should be able to...
This is not brain surgery, okay?
Big, strong guy with charisma.
Let's go revenge. Revenge. Eat it up.
They take his fucking kid for some reason.
You
You barely have to explain it.
Or killed his wife. Whatever it is. A loved one was harmed, okay? And now everyone's going to suffer.
Everyone in this small country that produces cocaine has to die. And you can even make up a country, too. Boliviagina or something.
As long as it ends in a vowel, that's all the movie cares about.
So he goes there and he's like, you killed my brother.
Who, by the way, was a drug addict and a criminal. But he didn't deserve to die. Oh, he was a rapist too? But still, he was my brother and I loved him and This is getting tougher. Oh, he touched a kid? Oh. Well, I'm already here. You're going to die.
So you need a car chase in there somewhere. You need a big gunfight somewhere.
Maybe you give me a classic. I'm wearing a Kevlar vest, and you shoot me in the chest.
Oh.
And I think he's dead, but he's not dead.
Also, the woman who he has a gratuitous sex scene in the movie turns on him. She knows karate, by the way, and they're kicking, they're fighting.
Of course she does. They always know karate. No, I was going to go the other way. One of the women, beautiful woman who works for the drug lord, doesn't like him at first, and all of a sudden sees the light and fucks him, and it's a relationship by the end of the movie.
By the way, that sex scene is 8 minutes long. Everything but penetration.
A lot of shadows.
A lot of shadows.
A lot of his back.
A lot of his back.
Pumping.
Yeah.
All right, and you do see breasts.
Of course you see breasts. I mean, for God's sakes, you're paying $10 to see this movie.
This is for adults.
This is for adults. You're going to see some breasts.
This is for adults and any guy who wants to bring his kid.
See that, Jimmy? That's how it's done.
Your mother used to look like that. Poor Father Time did his thing.
And that's why I only see you on weekends now.
My drug lord, by the way, has a gun that his henchmen don't have. He has a missile launcher or a rocket launcher or something. Mm-hmm. He has a great big gun that's new to the film.
And also, the henchman is bigger than our hero. He's got a scar, too. He doesn't say much.
Big guy's always quiet.
Yeah.
How does he kill him? You know, it's fun.
Got to be creative.
When he's disadvantaged and he goes for the strangle. He's not big enough to beat the guy in hand-to-hand combat, but he is wily enough to get behind him and choke him out.
A nut shot is not bad either.
Yeah, it just shows that your guy will do whatever it takes.
Exactly.
He thinks on his feet.
So, bang, bang, thank you, ma'am. Remember, you're on cocaine the whole time you're doing this.
You have to remember there's zero chance that our hero dies.
No, it can't happen.
Okay, it can't happen.
Because this movie might be a hit, and then you need more money.
You need more money, and that goes today, too. You're not killing off Iron Man in the first movie.
No.
No,
you have to make about 38 movies.
Has there ever been fucking in a Marvel movie? Do they fuck?
I mean, it's implied.
Show me some back. Big muscular back pumping. That's what I want. Simple guy. So how are we going to end this movie? Obviously, we know our guy lives. And we know we have to make it. We have to cut it close at the end.
He's got to have a mentor who comes up to him like, I know I told you not to do this, but you did a hell of a job here.
Oh, someone who was disapproving at the start of the movie. No, it's really important, though, when he does eventually kill the drug lord has to have the upper hand for a second. That's really important. It looks like the drug lord has him.
This is probably best done Hans Gruber in Die Hard.
Absolutely.
So if you can, get Stallone or Schwarzenegger. If you can't, and you have to get Michael Dudikoff, no one's going to be happy about that day, but, you can still go on and do it.
It's better than nothing. Big muscular guy.
Women love him. Men want to be him.
You need beautiful women.
Beautiful women all over.
You need naked breasts.
Naked breasts.
Right.
A couple times.
For the art.
First of all, you have naked breasts when he finally does the love scene, and a scene before that where he's fighting drug dealers in a strip club and or brothel.
That's right.
It's a woman's locker room, but every woman in there is a 9.3.
And they're all at the exact same stage of changing, which is fully nude.
One woman has a towel on her head, that's it.
And then, car chase, fucking shootout scene, a couple twists, couple turns, and then you have to make sure the drug lord has the upper hand by the end.
And the bad guys are always smoking cigarettes.
Henchmen, cigarettes for sure. Drug lord might be a cigar guy.
So, yeah.
That's how they let you know.
Whenever you see a guy wearing sunglasses smoking a cigarette who isn't white in a movie, you know he's a bad guy.
He also, much of the time, has long hair while balding.
Oh, yeah.
That's a dead giveaway, too.
Why does that guy have a Fu Manchu in Wisconsin?
Why is there an Italian in this mountain town?
All right, so action. Just a lot of shooting, baby. A lot of punching and kicking.
Destruction.
Break a guy's neck like that. I don't know if you can really do that. Hold on. If you can rip a man's throat out, that's pretty classic, too. It's been done a couple of times.
Pull a heart out of the chest.
That's overboard.
All right, so that would be stupid, John.
There's bone here, John. That doesn't make any sense.
He's already killing 100 men in a warehouse. Don't make it stupid. And that is how you make a successful 80s action movie.
Yeah. Cocaine, baby.
All right, guys. I'm Jonathan Tilson.
I'm Alan Fitzgerald.
Bye, guys.